Assalamu alaikum. How are you, my students and all viewers? Hope you all are well. Welcome to my today's class, online class. So, welcome everybody to my online class. I am Parveen Akhtar, lecturer English, Rampur Ideal Alim Madrasa, Shodor, Jadpur. Today I am going to take a class for Alim first and second year, and our topic is completing sentence part 1. So my students, let's enjoy our class. Here is given two examples. She was so weak that this is incomplete one. The old man is too weak. So she was so weak that she couldn't attend the meeting. The old man is too weak to work. This incomplete part you have to complete. So can you guess, my students, what is our today's topic? Yes, our today's topic is completing sentence part 1. So let's enjoy the class. My students, sit with your exercise book and pen and note down the important topic or important parts. So learning outcome. After the lesson, we will be able to identify the definition of completing sentence, identify the method of completing sentence, and complete incomplete sentences. So at first, what is our first learning outcome? What is completing sentence? So what is completing sentence? When a part of a sentence is completed with a clause or phrase is called a completing sentence. That means when a part of a sentence remain incomplete and you have to do it complete, that is called completing sentence. So method 1. In method 1, we will learn till until. Here is given example, wait here till. So you can complete this sentence in various ways, many ways. Here is given just one way. Wait here till I don't come back, and we shall stay in this room until the rain stops. Here is given only two examples. You can do it more example. Suppose wait here till I do not finish my homework, or I do not finish my lunch, I do not finish my dress enough, etc. More example. It is structure 1. That means structure 1, present tense till until present tense. That means if before till until there remain present or future, in the part after till until would be present tense. Structure 2, past till until past. We waited there till the rain stopped. Notice waited verb 2 and stopped also verb 2. In the same way, you have to also remember that the incomplete part of till can be both affirmative and negative. That means in the case of till, the sentence can be both affirmative and negative. But in the case of until, the sentence of course have to be affirmative. That is your remember. Then method 2. What is the rule here? To adjective or adverb, to verb or extension. Here is the example. The day is too hot. That means the day was too hot. We cannot tolerate it. That means to tolerate. So in the same way, complete the following sentence. He is too dull to, what would be, can you guess? He is too dull to understand the method maybe. Or he is too dull to pass in the exam. Or he is too dull to do the sum, etc. More options. They are too intelligent to understand the matter easily, or to do the sum easily, to solve the problem easily. The girl was too silly to show herself or to understand the theme, etc. So note, completed part must be underlined. Here notice that the completing part must be underlined. Then method 3. To adjective or adverb for plus personal object to verb extension. Here is another example. The tea is too hot for me to drink. Here is another structure. In the same way, complete the following sentence. The load is too heavy for me. So, if the load is too heavy for me to carry, the load is too heavy for me. Here will be answer to carry. The sum was too difficult for her to solve. The weather was too rough for us to start our journey. You can also give more options. Then method 4. Because, since, as or since. So here are given some example. The old man couldn't walk. It can be because or as or since, etc. So that the old man couldn't walk because he was ill, or as he was ill, or since he was ill. Or you can give the old man couldn't walk because he was unable to walk, or he has broken his one leg. More example. Or as since I was tired, I went to bed early. So here you have to also remember that if, because, since or as sits at the middle of the sentence, in this case there have no comma. But if, because, since or as sits at the beginning of the sentence, you have to use comma between these two clauses. As since I was tired, I went to bed early. So here are given some examples to do by yourself. Complete the following sentence. I do one for you. As he was late, what will be the completing sentence? As he was late. More option. He couldn't catch the train. He couldn't attend the meeting. He couldn't catch the class. More example. So method 5. As soon as. Here are given some example. As soon as she reached school, the bell rang. So verb 2, verb 2. As soon as I came back home, it started raining. Or my father called me, or my little son ran to me. More optional can be given here. Here are given 2 examples for you. As soon as he saw the snakes, you will complete this. I went to bed as soon as. You have to complete it. This is for you. So it is your individual work. You complete your work in your exercise book and take a pic and send it to my inbox. Complete the following sentences. You will be writing it till work hard until the fog disappeared, as soon as we reached madrasa the problems were too critical. I do one for you. You will be writing it till I call you to stop, etc. Then method 6. So ... that. She was so weak that she couldn't study well, or she was so weak that he couldn't move, or she was so weak that she couldn't eat, or she was so weak that she couldn't attend the class. More options are available. So here are more examples for you. The car was moving so fast. What will be the next one? You can complete this one. So here you have to note this. Present tense will be cannot, and past tense couldn't. So here she was so weak. Past was, then couldn't. But here Karim has eaten so much food. Present. So here can be can. Here are given the answers. That we became nervous. That I can't count them, or cannot. And Karim has eaten so much food that he can't move now. Method 7. So that or in order that. Given example structure, so that or in order that, then again subject, can or could or may or might, verb extension. Be prepared so that you could face all obstacles. So here prepared first So could, or he reads attentively so that he can make a good result. Reads, verb 1, can. That means if here verb 1 you have to use can, or if verb 2 you have to use could. So here provided that, providing that. What is the formation? Future indefinite tense, provided, providing then, and present indefinite tense. I shall help you, provided or providing that you will come here in time. So this is the incomplete part, you have to complete in this way. I shall help you, provided you will come here in time, or you will help me, or you will give me some money, or you will accompany me. More options. He will pass the examination providing that he studies well. That means future and present. Clear, my students? Here also future, then come, present, future. Here future and present. So generally present indefinite tense is used after provided that, providing that. So there have been present indefinite or future indefinite. Both are correct. So this is your pair work. You will do your pair work. Here are given 5 examples for you. First one, Jerin will go to London provided. We have already done this type of role. Bangladeshi team will play well provided that. I will take umbrella providing that. Sonia will wait for me provided. My younger brother will shine in life provided that. Method 9, list. What is the structure? Assertive sentence, list, subject, should or might, verb 1, extension. So let's see some example. Walk carefully, list, that means subject you, should, then verb 1, fall down. Work carefully, list you, fall down. Then he is studying hard, list he should fail in the exam. So more example here are given. Complete the sentence. They walked fast, list. What will be the answer? Can you guess? Let's suppose they walked fast, list. They should miss the train, or they should miss the class. They should miss the bus. More options. You do the next items. Method 10, unless. Here are given. Unless you work hard, you cannot expect to shine in life. Unless you start right now, you will miss the bus. So complete the following. Unless you read well, you will not pass in the exam, or you will not get a good score, or you will not shine in. You will not get your desired score, etc. Method 11. It is time, it is high time. It is time, it is high time. That means the work you have to do earlier, but yet you do not do it. You have to do it as soon as possible. So it is high time you do the work. So it is time we started our journey. You have to remember, it is time, it is high time. After it is time, it is high time, you have to use verb 2. It is time we started our journey. It is high time you left the place. It is high time we change our food habit. That means all part 2. Here are given some example for you. It is time we studied in better way. It is high time we stop corruption. It is time we start our school. More options are available. The method 12, had better. What will be the structure? Subject, had better, is from of the verb. You had better start right now. So here had better start subject you had better based from verb start you had better start right now. I had better take a rickshaw. Then method 13 would rather. Had better and would rather is something similar, just somehow different. I would rather stop than still take bike. So what is the difference? Would base form of verb then. Here is have to use extra a word that is then. He would rather sleep than read story books. Then method 15 as long as. What is the formation? Present or future as long as affirmative sentence present or past as long as affirmative sentence past. Here is an example. I shall be beside you as long as you are honest. So, can you guess? Present or future? Here is future. Then as long as affirmative sentence present. You are honest. Here is present. Future present. We waited as long as it waited. Sorry, it rained. It would be it rained. We waited as long as it rained. Here the word is error. It will be rained. Here are given more example for you. Allah will help us as long as we are honest. We worked as long as the time remains. More options. Then method 15. Though, although, even though. Though he is poor, he is honest. Although the girl studies seriously, she couldn't do well in the examination. I have to go to college today even though it is raining. So you have to remember in the case of though, although, even though, you have to use the contrast from to complete the sentence. Complete the following sentence. Though the man has vast property, can you guess what will be the incomplete one? Though the man has vast property, so opposite word, he wasn't happy. Although you worked fast, we missed the train. Opposite sentence. So students, in this lesson we have learned 15 method and more example. You can practice it in your home and you can able to remove all difficulties of completing sentence. Here are given 10 example for your homework. The method that we have already learned. First one, we eat so that we can live or we may live. Although he was honest, I have already talked about although. Read attentively, list have already learned. I didn't finish my assigned word because we have already learned because, since, as. Unless you control your food habit, we have already learned unless. It is high time also learned. As soon as also learned. The night was so terrible for us, this is also learned. The baby is too small, learned. I had better. So you will confirm your homework and can take a peek and send this peek in my inbox. So my student, hope you all enjoy the class. If you have any problem to enjoy the class, to understand the class, please ask me your question in your inbox. Thanks to all for today. So my students, thanks for today. Welcome you to my next online class. Till then, wish you all will be happy and healthy. Allah Hafiz.